Hey everybody, this is Laura with McLeod Homestead. Welcome back. It is New Year's Eve. Are we all ready to go and celebrate tonight? Okay, for me it's not actually New Year's Eve. It's the day before. But this video is coming out on New Year's Eve. So I know I just kind of came back and started throwing videos out and not really explaining where I'd gone, why I disappeared. So I am going to discuss with you a little bit about that. It was just, life got overwhelming for me. I got busy. Doesn't mean I didn't think about all of you out there. Made me some tea. I did think about you all while I was out living life. Just really didn't know how to talk or how to deal with some things that I've been dealing with emotionally myself. So where did I disappear to? Why did I go away? Well, as many of you know, I got diagnosed with CML back in March. That is chronic myeloid leukemia. I'm lucky enough that we caught it early enough. I should be able to live a good life as long as I have my medicine. And my body can tolerate the medicine. That should be relief to me. And it is relief, but I'm not gonna lie, I get my blood work done every month and big blood work every 3 months, and I have severe anxiety on that I am trying to deal with yet. My mother had surgery on her ankle and foot and ended up with 3 different infections in it, and ended up back in the hospital and having surgery done. So my family and I took turns over the summer helping to take care of her and administering medicine. And that poor lady, it has been a very, very long haul. She is on the tail end of it, and God bless him. He has looked over her, and hopefully all the infection will stay away, and she is healing very well now, finally. But that poor woman, she really was put through the ringer this summer with that. And God bless my sister. Oh my goodness. I couldn't have done what my sister did. My sister caught the infection early enough, thank God, and got right on the ball and took care of it. Me, my body being tired and worn out and getting older, said the heck with it. I had enough of putting so much wear and tear on my body. I put instead the extra wear and tear on my mental state and bought a camper. I love it. I love my camper. If I could go out there right now, I would love to be sitting out in my camper making this video out there. However, it's freezing out. Can't open up the slide out. It's cold out there. Not gonna do it. I have never, ever, ever picked my own home. I have never, ever, ever bought my own home. Came close before, and then the deal fell through, and then I ended up meeting my late husband and moving down here, and he had already owned his home, so I never got to choose. This is my first home I've ever purchased on my own, picked out myself, And every time I walk in there, I feel at home in it. I feel peace, and it brings me great joy and a big smile. I love my camper. I really do. Even if I was to never haul it anywhere, I would love having my camper and going in there and just being in my new home. So we obviously did some camping. Didn't get to go kayaking as much as I would have liked, but this summer I've already got 2 camping trips scheduled, another one that will be scheduled here shortly. This summer, or this spring, I'm knocking another item off of my bucket list, guys. Me and my boys, we went today and we applied for our passports. And this mama wants to feel some pink sand in her toes. And not the kind of pink sand that you make from food coloring. Real, legitimate pink sand. So, my late husband was afraid of water. I'd have never been able to get him on a cruise. Me, my one son, and my little guy are taking a week. We are going on a cruise, and we are going to Bermuda. I can't wait! It's gonna set me back on my goal on going cross country for a couple years, but so worth it. Yes, I believe it's gonna be worth it wholeheartedly. I'm so excited. I am. At the end of last school year, I was subbing, and the one director came up to me and asked me if I would like to be an aide at their school and an in-house sub. So I thought about it for a while, and this is part of why I felt comfortable buying the camper. I decided to take that job. So that is, in August I started that job, and I actually really enjoy it. I mean, I feel like in some areas I could do more, but this is my first year. I'm still learning. But I really don't mind it at all. Not at all. And it's at the vocational school, so I do. I work with some really good people. I get along with pretty much all of them. I mean, not really best buds with them, but I get along with them. But I get along with them. I enjoy them. I mean, each person has their own, what's the word I'm looking for? They are an asset to know in some way, shape, or form. And they're all really great people. So I am really blessed where I work. And they help me with working with my schedule, with my little guy in school. So I cannot complain. I really can't. It has been a big adjustment to me because doing 2 part-time jobs adds up to full-time hours. Granted, there's no pay when we're not in school, so summers is going to be rough, but it is what it is. Worst case scenario, I guess I might have to find a part-time job in the summer to help, but gonna worry about that when the time comes. For now, I'm not worrying about it. I will stash money when I can, and I got one of my doggies and one of my kitties here wanting attention. Well, come on up, Midnight. Come on. Come on up. You want to say hi? Can you say hi? Can you say, ruff, ruff? Can you speak? You do any other time. You don't need to be camera shy. You can go ahead and talk. Yeah. Say, ruff. Aw. Say, ruff. She's playing shy. This dog is not shy at all. Normally I do that and she barks right back at me. Little stinker. You little stinker. But, no, you're not talking. But, can I help you? She doesn't love her mama. Yeah, you lay down. You take a nap. But, yeah, work is great. Just trying to, you know, like I said, still getting into the adjustment of working full-time hours. But anyways, it's been adjustment, you know, trying to get schedules between doctors and Alex's sports and working and just everyday life, you know, chores around here. One thing I did not get to that I needed to was to fix my greenhouse over there. I didn't do anything. I didn't even clean it out this year. So frustrated with it. I had a goal in mind for behind my house, which is part of why I didn't touch it. Unfortunately, I did not get as far as I would have liked with that this year before winter hit. So, come spring, I don't have a choice but to fix my greenhouse if I want to use it. And since I lost my husband, I have done a shitty job, and I'm not going to lie, at being in my garden. I have done very minimal, very crappy, and my garden has shown that in its yields, and damn it, it is time for me to get back over there and get into my garden therapy. And yeah, it is something I really enjoy doing. It keeps my hands busy. It gets me outside. I really need to get back out there. And on the days when I'm struggling are the days I need it the most. So, my New Year's is not about losing 20 or 30 pounds or 50 pounds. No. You know what? I've come to grips. I am who I am. I'm a whole lot of woman and proud of it. I've earned every pound. However, one thing I can do, I can tone up what I've got. And that is my goal. I injured my foot over the summer. We were on a big camping. We were on a big hike. We were looking at like 10, 12, 15. I can't even remember how many waterfalls was on this hike. But all the way around was 3.5 miles. Up, down, obviously. And obviously their steps are not nice steps. Many of them you're climbing up and down. It is not an easy hike. Halfway through we got a severe thunderstorm. You had me and my son, who was 8, and my grandson, who was 10. They're stressed. My son has severe anxiety with thunderstorms. He was kind of flipping out, getting my anxiety up. So we're pushing forward, trying to get out of the rain and finish this hike and climb up these wet steps. And oh, it was just crazy. My son will tell you he never wants to go on a hike with me again. My other grandson says he will go on a hike with me, but only if there's 100% chance it's not going to rain. I was putting muscle rub on his legs for 3 days. I pushed him. I pushed these boys. But when I did that, I damaged my foot. I damaged the tendons in my foot. I've been going to the podiatrist and doing physical therapy, and about a month ago he gave me the okay that I can start using the treadmill again, very slowly, no inclines, very gentle. I have not done it, but I have full intentions on starting that. There's a couple other things I've been getting myself into that kind of look like I'm going to enjoy. One of them is walking around doing the Tai Chi walking. And just, I'm not making big goals for myself. Why set myself up for failure? Let's do things that is easily attainable for me. I can easily tone up my leg muscles, my arm muscles, my pelvic muscles, my stomach muscles to help my back muscles. I've been going to a massage therapist. I am down to once a month, and she has been maintaining my back muscles. I have not had to have an injection in my lower back in 1.5 years now. Just by going to her and having her work my muscles and helping to stretch them. And it's, of course, insurance don't pay for that, but definitely well worth the money of going. Now I'm still doing physical therapy on my foot and on my neck, because my neck holds all my stress and my anxiety levels this year have gone out of the roof. I'm having a very hard time dealing with my stress and anxiety and keeping it in check. And that's one of my goals, is to get over my fears, to let go, and be able to relax my body again. It's very hard for me being a single mom with medical issues. I have many, many fears that I know I wouldn't have as bad if I had support at home. Unfortunately, life has not given me that support. So I need to learn how to manage my issues better. I don't laugh as much. I really don't. I don't joke around as much. It does not mean I am not happy. It just means I am beyond stressed. Beyond stressed. I wake up in the morning. Well, here's an example. Mind you, I have no issues with my street light. I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know what I was dreaming. My first thought was, how am I going to change the light bulb in my street light when it blows? Well, that's pretty simple. Put the ladder, find somebody to go up that ladder, because I hate heights, and change the light bulb. But I woke up stressed, worried about a situation that isn't even here. Yes. So, I have got to find a way of taking care of that, getting that back into check without using drugs. You know, every doctor, oh, we can throw you on an antidepressant for that. Oh, let's throw you on an antidepressant for that. No, I don't want an antidepressant because you know what? My problem is not depression. My problem is stress and anxiety and I just need to have the tools to learn how to deal with it and get my brain to comprehend. Yes, I go to therapy. I see my therapist every other week. I have for years. But yeah, I come home, I go to work, I come home, and it's time to make dinner. It is time to make sure Alex, does his homework if he has homework. Do chores around the house. Make sure that the chickens are taken care of. Making sure, this is done and that's done. And, oh, I got to call this person. I got to get this taken care of. Oh, they want to kick me off of health insurance, which is a necessity. Well, let's get this figured out. Oh, my goodness. It has just been one fight after another of stressors. So that's where I have just said I had to take a break. I did a lot of videos, and even my son, because he enjoys doing them with me sometimes, and even he says, Mom, are we going to make a video of it? I don't know, I might. I have footage that would probably have made a good video, but you know what? I didn't put it together. That is something else. Why did I start doing it again? Because you know what? I actually enjoy doing it. I enjoy sitting down, making a video, putting it out there, and I don't care if only 10 people watch it. Because you know what? When I am dead and gone, if one of my kids or grandkids or somebody else wants to come and watch me, they can see me. They can visually see and hear me. And you know what? That is one thing I do miss with my late husband is I focused so many of the videos on just the kids and not him. And because he didn't like being on camera. I miss hearing his voice. And when I go through and I watch a video where I hear his voice, it doesn't make me cry. I might get teary-eyed, but not in the way that is sad. I enjoy hearing his voice now. I enjoy the memories. I was blessed to have all those memories with him. And I am thankful for that. Do I miss him? Absolutely, every day. Always will. I mean, I miss my father every day. I am to the point, I quit dreaming. I am to the point to where now I do dream about him once in a while. And I wake up and I smile. I like dreaming about him. Actually, one of my last dreams I had, he was there. And I really wanted to hug him, but I was super, super mad at him. And I asked him flat out why he disappeared. Why he left. He disappeared on me. And I can't remember his excuse on why he did. But it was more for himself than it was for me, if I remember correctly. And even though I was angry as hell, I gave him a hug. And that is the first time I have hugged him in a dream in probably 4 years. And that gave me a lot of peace. And I know it's part of my grieving. I do. So like I said, I've been dealing with a lot of emotional issues, a lot of stress, a lot of craziness going on. I have videos that I have made and they are put together. So you might see some odd videos for this time of year, but guess what? You're gonna see them. Obviously, you know, one of the things I've been dealing with, you might notice my hair is shorter. My hair was not cut. My hair between the meds and, oh yeah, I didn't tell you about that yet. About a month and a half ago, it was like almost overnight. Menopause. Oh, wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. For years, I've asked about the perimenopause, and I was told, oh, not possible, you know. Oh, no. Those symptoms are because you're going through this and that. It's not perimenopause. No, 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 no. That's what my doctors were telling me. You actually are only in menopause for 1 day. And that is 1 year from having not had a period. I am postmenopausal. I started having symptoms. My blood work for my CML was good. So why was I waking up with night sweats? Why was I getting hot flashes? I contacted my doctor. It's like, okay, we need to test my hormones, check my thyroid. You know, let's get this stuff checked out. We need to see what the hell's going on. Oh yeah, I'm postmenopausal. Oh, nothing like, you know, just throwing that into the mix of everything. Yeah, needless to say, I've got a little bit of anger in me. Yeah. So now we've got hormone therapy thrown in there into the mix, and yeah. So yeah, it's just been one hell of an emotional year. Let's put it to you that way. But guess what? I'm still smiling. One thing I want to show you too. I started a project 8-9 years ago. I loved the peppermint patty pattern. Back then it wasn't free. I bought it. And I started it and got maybe 2 rows done. And it sat in my closet in the back on the shelf 8-9 years. Well, we had a snow day at the beginning of December, and my one neighbor girl, she came up and she says, Laura, will you teach me how to make a granny square? Absolutely. More than willing to do that. So I pulled my stuff out, pulled this out, And after teaching her the granny square, I retaught myself on how to follow this pattern. And I finally finished this project and got my peppermint blanket made. And I love it. I simply love it. And you know what? Maybe while I am sitting by a fire this summer and relaxing, I might pull out the string and maybe make a couple pillows to go with this blanket. So at Christmas time, my couch becomes one big peppermint. You never know. I love it. I'm very happy. I'm very impressed with it. It's beautiful. I do. I love it. I love it. So, a project finished after 8 years. I should be proud, and I am. And I did that. Well, I should have been doing other things around the house. But I wanted to get that done. That took priority. And in about 2.5 weeks, I did. I had it done. I had it figured back out. Got all the peppermints. There's even a couple days I took it to school with me, and on my downtime, I was crocheting peppermints. The kids are looking at me, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I should have a rocking chair with my little old glasses like a little old lady, you know, crocheting. They just laughed at me. But, all right, I'm done rambling. Just so you know, I am going to be coming at you more. At least once a week, you're going to start seeing me again. Some way, shape, or form. I'm back. I'm going to keep doing this. I should throw in the mix and hold myself accountable, you know, with my toning and stuff. Not sure if I really want to put myself out there like that, though. I don't know. We'll see. But what I am going to do is I am going to end this video, and I am going to show you pictures of our summer and what all we did. And I'm not even sure. I've got to go back and look at some of the videos I did post and see what I've showed you and what I haven't yet. So I hope you enjoy it. I wish you all a happy new year. And I hope you follow me into the new year, and that you like, share, subscribe, pass my videos on. And I will see you next year, everybody. Take care, be safe, and toodles. Are you the lifeguard, Midnight? Are you the lifeguard? Are you trying to rescue